Hello everyone, welcome by the West Coast Ball Connection YouTube channel as we have the Under-18 Boys Grand Final in the Championship Division. Hobart Phoenix taking on the Glenorchy Spartans. A good crowd in attendance as well too as I have a quick look around the bleachers here. In commentary with me today is Basketball Tasmania's Sub and Development Officer Nick Martin. Nick, welcome.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thanks for having me on. Looking forward to calling this game with you.
Yes, no, this should be an exciting game, one that's been built up pretty well over the last week or so. So Glenorchy with a pretty good win in there, Sammy, along with Hobart Phoenix as well too, which kind of sets up a really good matchup here today. Yeah,
definitely. I think Glenorchy's been really strong all season long. Phoenix have been a little bit short-handed at times throughout the season with various injuries to certain players, but they're coming strong at the right time and have their full strength roster for the final tonight. So, it should make for a really interesting game.
Absolutely, it will be. And good to see that. Not that we mentioned the coaches to a big degree, but of course Matt Bedell, who's been around the game for such a long time, coaching Hobart Phoenix, and then you've got young Daniel Saville as well too, who's an up-and-coming coach and is coaching within the BTAS programs as well too, Nick.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a really good coaching matchup tonight. Like you said, Matt Bedell with his experiences, experienced a lot as a player and as a coach as well. And like you mentioned, Daniel has done a really great job with this team and with the Glenorchy. I think he was under 16s last year. Plus, like you mentioned, is involved with our state stuff. And that'll be exciting to see the adjustments the coaches make throughout the game.
It certainly will be. So this should be good. Davey and Boucher in the tap here. I see Luke Brown is partaking today as well too, or participating, sorry. He has had the injury exemption thing and a quick backcourt violation to start us off. If that's anything odd to start a grand final, I don't know what is. But Phoenix to get the ball in their front court here. So Tom Ferguson with the ball as we get underway. Boucher down low. He's one-on-one with Roby. Boucher working inside. Good move there by Callum Boucher, and that opening Hobart scoring account.
Yeah, I think deliberate play there out of the box to try and get Boucher touch early and try and get him going.
Jackson Gill for three. Can't get that to go. Ferguson with the rebound. Now White with the ball as Hobart come down the floor here. So White getting that screen from Brown. Cross court way over to Ferguson, but he couldn't reel that one in. And of course, it's the light blue lines here at the Kingborough Sports Centre, playing on the bigger court here today as well too, Nick. So that'd be a bit of an adjustment for the players.
Yeah, definitely. And that's been some players throughout today have struggled with that, and we've seen a few players just running out of bounds. So hopefully that doesn't happen too much more in this one.
Phoenix Roby with a nice drive and went off glass to get Glenorchy scoring account open. And we're tied at 2 apiece. Luke Brown working his way through, has to kick that one out. Good defensive pressure there by the Spartans, as Will Ferguson will reset here for Hobart. Now Brown down low, over Crennan, and gets that to go. So McCaffrey, now Roby. Roby getting through a bit of traffic. Now Davey, here's Gill. Works his way inside. Bit of a fake now, back to Roby. Now Gill thinking about it. Nice little pocket pass in, but Ferguson able to read that. So White now down the floor. Good pass to Ferguson for tough two. That rattles around the rim and nowhere there. McCaffrey now up the floor. Yeah, here's Crennan. So Gill goes for it. That doesn't look good. Brown with the board. And now White coming down the floor.
I think obviously grand final, Ronnie, so athletes are a little bit nervous and maybe a few rush shots here early in the game.
Don White with a nice drive there. As you say, yes, it's taken about a quarter. I think each game has taken about a quarter for the players to get used to some things and then and settle. So it'll be interesting to see how the 18 boys come out in this first quarter here. Roby, now Gill, going for a three once again, and that's good this time. Jackson Gill with a three.
I think if you just compare that play, Ronnie, to the previous ones, and a little bit of ball movement there from Glenorchy, good X card, and when you get the ball moving, then those kickouts, then it becomes a good shot, whereas I felt like the play before was just a little bit rushed, so it's good to see Glenorchy getting the ball through hands.
So Ferguson to restart us off here. Not sure if looks like Glenorchy in a little bit of a, not sure if that's a sign there, Nick, or not, just by the way they were set up, or just look like a bit of a shell kind of principle there.
Yeah, just packing it in on defence, I think, and not sure what they were trying to do on that drag screen with the defensive coverage, but yeah, they're in man here, which is good to see.
Absolutely. White goes up, and last touch off him, so Glenorchy get the ball back. Good to see Glenorchy have got their supporters in the house today. We can hear a fair few more chants than anything else, and poor pass there by Jackson Gill. So Ferguson now here for Phoenix, has to slow it down and waits for the troops to arrive. Here's Boucher. Boucher with some moves, good drive, a good take, and we'll go to line for 2. Fouls on Lewis Crennan. Callum Boucher at the line. He's had a good season. He has missed a few games through some niggling injuries, but good to see he's out here today.
He's had a little bit of load management throughout the season, like you mentioned, and I think he's managed it quite well, and he's got himself ready to go for the final. Which is
what you want to see at this time of year, Nick. Absolutely. Now that's a foul on Tom Ferguson. That one pretty well easily called.
So both teams here in a little bit of extended pressure. So Phoenix are going for 2-2-1 off scores, and I think you saw Glenorchy previously went to 1-2-2. It's a good
Phoenix Roby with the 3.
It's good to see that game of chess from the coaches early.
Absolutely. Thanks for an exciting matchup here this afternoon. So Ferguson, now Brown. We'll be interested to see what Brown can do now. Now, unsportsmanlike foul, and now there's a bit of a shove. So players just want to keep their emotions in check here, I think, Nick, and just try not to let things get too far away from them.
I wouldn't imagine there's too much intent to do the wrong thing there by Lewis. I think he's just a bit close on his closeout, and just held on to him for a little bit too long on that drive.
Yes, so, and of course the referee had no choice but to call an unsportsmanlike foul. There's 5 criteria, so it's certainly under C1 or C2, I think. Just using my referee head on here for 2 seconds, Nick, and we'll get back to the play. So Boucher to restart us off. Boucher working at his options here, needs something, and Phoenix very stagnant on that possession, and forced Boucher to turn that one over.
Yeah, I thought exceptional defense there by Phoenix Roby on the ball, just getting through screens and pressuring it. But yeah, I definitely think for Hobart Phoenix, they got to get the ball moving a little bit more in the half court.
So ball lost there by Roby. White picks up the pieces, goes to the rim and gets it to go. And now timeout's been called here by Coach Daniel Sabel, and 12 plays, 8 here early on in his first quarter.
Yeah, early timeout by Daniel. I think I'm sure he'll be talking about how to handle that 2-2-1 pressure. I think Phoenix has done a really good job with it, and Glenorchy's just a little bit slow to handle that pressure and then get into their half-court stuff. So good early timeout here by Coach Sabel.
6:05 remaining. And as we said at the top of the broadcast, a really good crowd in. I look to one side, it's pretty packed. I look to the other side, it's pretty packed. I mean, just quickly, Nick, from a BTAS standpoint, obviously it's been great to have juniors back out on the floor after the pandemic hit, and then we weren't sure what was going on or what might happen. But really, these last 2 months have been absolutely wonderful to get kids back on court, and you can see smiles on faces.
Yeah, definitely. And I love going to a grand final day, and even last weekend with the semi-finals, just the excitement you can feel. And it's great to have, like you said, the kids back on court. And we're very fortunate here in Tassie.
Absolutely. We've done a great job as a state, and we need to keep that up. So let's get back on to the action here on court as McCaffrey bringing it up. Again, Phoenix with that extensive pressure. And now Crennan with the ball here. Looking to drive baseline over Brown. Can't get that to go. Boucher with the rebound now. Hobart off and running. Has Ferguson support, but doesn't need it and tries to go himself. Wasn't the best of options as McCaffrey now to Roby. Good touch pass to Davey, but Ferguson there to quickly deflect that one out of bounds. So 19 left on the shot clock here as Callum Boucher needs to quickly get his shoelace done, and that stops a bit of momentum there for Glenorchy, who wanted to get going quick. We'll set up a little play here. Just comes out to the top. Roby, now McCaffrey. Trying to go one-on-one with Ferguson, but again, good D by Ferguson. Now McCaffrey with the on-ball screen from Davey. Nearly lost the handle. Shot clock at 5. They need to do something. Davey puts it up. Good defensive sequence by Hobart and Boucher to bring it down.
Yeah, definitely, and like I mentioned earlier, I think both teams would really benefit here from just getting a little bit more movement on offense. The ball's getting very, very stuck to one side of the floor right now.
So some ball movement here. Good drive by Dom White, who's having a good first quarter at the moment. Has knocked down his first 3 shots and finding some confidence out of that.
Yeah, definitely, and a good example there of, good ball reversal, attacking your man on the closeout, and good things come out of that.
So Roby gets the step, puts up the shot, can't get the go off glass. Nice rebound by Davey. McCaffrey from deep. That's from Huonville. Marching back to 3, 14-11 here. As Ferguson has to slow it down here. Of course, Will Ferguson, Tom Ferguson out on the floor. They're both cousins by relation. Brown for 3. I'd be interested to see how Luke Brown comes out. This is probably one of his first proper games coming back from injury.
Yeah, it is. He's been out for a fair bit. He's been kind of building up his training load over the last few weeks. But, yeah, this is the first game he's played, so we'll definitely be interested to see how many minutes Coach Bennell has him playing.
Absolutely. Gill missed the hook shot down the Glenorchy's end, so White with it now as we come down Phoenix's end of the floor here. Kicks it out. Ferguson for 3. That is an air ball. We'll say it might be a pass to Dom White because he just got that one off glass. So Roby, now Gill. As both teams kind of break this extensive pressure by the ball coming up the floor a little bit more quicker now. So Roby with the screen. Now Davey. Here's McCaffrey. Gets the on ball. Looks good. Is good by Lachlan McCaffrey.
Yeah, and that's one thing Lockie's really been working hard at and has added to his game is the ability to knock down the shot, and he's shown it throughout various games this season where he's, a couple of games he's gone off for 6 or 7 threes. So too early. We'll see if he can keep that going.
All right. Ferguson working his way inside, kicks it out. Now White for 3. He's feeling it and gets it to go with the 3. And again, that good ball movement there set that up well for Dom White.
Definitely. And you just feel like the floodgates are about ready to open here, I think, offensively. It's quite a tense start, but I'm sure as the athletes get into the game, there's a fair bit of scoring power on both sides. And
the ball went out of bounds. So Glenorchy to get it back. Substitutions being made. Harry Featherstone coming in. Jack Howlett is coming into the game. Of course, the storyline behind Jack Howlett was that he was in hospital the last couple of days and only got released on Thursday. So he was a 50-50 chance to play, but great to see he's out on the floor this afternoon. And, of course, Monty is into the game as well too here. And he's on cue. He's got the ball now. Goes baseline, rejected by Ferguson and Ferguson. Who would have thought that tandem? As Featherstone gets the baby hook to go. So 16-19, a good high-scoring affair here so far in this first quarter as we come to you from the Kingborough Sports Centre. And you're watching this on the West Coast Ball Connection YouTube channel. Boucher puts up a tough shot. Can't get that to go. Crennan with the rebound. And now Roby coming up the floor. Sorry, not Roby. It's McCaffrey coming up the floor. My apologies. So Featherstone. McCaffrey thinking about it. Now puts it to the floor. Out to Monty there. He goes himself. Missed everything. Howlett with the rebound. And Phoenix to bring it down here. So just near on 100 seconds to play here. Term number 1 as White splits through a couple. Good drive by Dom White, and that's a number 2. Phoenix extend their lead out to 5.
Yeah, great first quarter so far by Dom White. He's been really aggressive, and I'm sure Glenorchy going to have to make some adjustments on him.
So Roby with it here. Now Roby working his way and kicks it. Featherstone is open, just short. Boucher with the rebound. So again, a little bit of pressure here up the floor, but not much there applied. So Ferguson looking to go baseline here, but has to kick it out. Now Boucher for 3. That looks, well, I'll cut short there. Substitutions being made. Brodie Turner is coming in for Glenorchy. Lewis Krenz having a rest. Charlie Lennon is coming in, who's just come off the under-16 final, and Callum Boucher will have a breather. As we've got a minute remaining here in this first quarter, as Roby puts on the skates. Hesitation dribble goes to Monty. Monty just working his way through, and a foul there just for a bit of exaggeration there by Will Ferguson.
And I think this is an important 45 seconds here for Hobart Phoenix. If they can keep this 5-point lead going into the quarter time break while getting a few of their key players a bit of a rest, that's going to be really important for them.
So Roby misses the 3 off a good look there, and Ferguson coming down the floor now here for Hobart. So White, who's had a very good first quarter so far, goes cross-court to Will Ferguson for 3. And that's short. We know Will Ferguson can be a very good 3-point shooter. So under 24 remaining here as McCaffrey brings it down here for the Spartans. So looking inside, Featherstone and Howlett, that wouldn't be a bad matchup there. McCaffrey, now Turner. Turner puts it up and got fouled in the process and will go to the line for 2. So 6.6 remaining here. Brodie Turner has 2 free throws. See if he can bring the margin back to 3. Luke Brown very passionate on the sidelines there, shouting out some things. We can hear him from here. So see if Turner can make the second. And does so. So margin back at 4. And turnover there, and Roby should, well, I don't want to put the mockers on him too early. Ferguson, siren goes. So the lead now for Hobart is 4. So quarter time here is 21 playing Glenorchy 17.
I just feel like, great first quarter by Hobart Phoenix, and Glenorchy is just a little bit tense right now, and you can kind of feel that. And I mean, it definitely comes back to just getting the ball moving a little bit more in the half court. But yeah, if you're Hobart Phoenix, you're pretty happy for that first quarter.
Absolutely, Nick. It's certainly been a good scoring rate as well too. I mean, 17-21, and some good things made off good ball movement, and then some few drives, which has opened up the lane. So it hasn't been too many, well, fair to say, defensive breakdowns. No,
and I think Hobart Phoenix, they've been pretty deliberate in that scout and on certain closeouts, and they've made some adjustments here. The last few minutes taken away some frees for Lachlan McCarthy, and then there's certain other players for Glenorchy who they've been quite short on their closeouts intentionally.
So second quarter just about to get underway here from the Kingborough Sports Centre. And Luke Brown to inbound this one in and to get us going. So Phoenix working it to the right of your screen as Brown gets it now at the elbow, one-on-one with Featherstone. And trying to look for a handoff action here. Can't get that to go. Good pressure, but Ferguson rejected by Roby. Get that out of here. Brown for the 3. That missed everything. Then has to save it. Phoenix get a bit of a bailout there. Shot clock at 2. Tom Ferguson can't get it to go. And Turner got the rebound.
Good awareness there by Tom Ferguson to get one up there. Recognise that he caught the ball 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Massive defensive play there for the Spartans, and then, that's a bad turnover. Just a little bit rushed there on that one from Brodie Turner. So Phoenix coming down here. They'll look to run a bit of a set here. And again, just poor timing on that play as Roby now with numbers. Here's Turner, good 2 there. Good transition by the Spartans. Back to 2, 21-19. So Ferguson. Now here's White. 1-on-1 with Mondi here. Mondi just backing off a little bit, just seeing what will go. Good pressure. Now Brown down low with Featherstone. Kicks it out. Boucher. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. Here's Mondi. Waving Roby away. Wants the ball himself. Putting on some moves. Boucher, though, equal to the challenge. Here's Ferguson. And then ball last touched off by Roby. Phoenix Roby thinks he's got a case on Callum Boucher, but no way, Jose, says the referee.
Yeah, Monty's just trying to do a little bit too much there on that last play, I think. Yeah, Glenorchy want to get out and run here. I think that's going to be important for them to kind of break some of that tension that you can just feel them playing with. But yeah, Monty trying to do a little bit too much there is probably not the way to go about it.
Absolutely. Boucher from the top of the key, and that's good. Nice mid-range there by Callum Boucher. Monty coming up the floor now here for the Spartans. Now Featherstone. So Roby with it. Putting on some moves. Trying to work his way in. Now Featherstone. Again, they put it to the floor. Good penetration by the Spartans, but good defensive play by Hobart Phoenix. But of course, again, it's the blue line here catching the players out a little bit after doing a good job. So 14 left here on the shot clock. So let's see what they kind of execute off this play. So Turner. Now McShane. Featherstone, shot clock at 8. They need to get busy, so Roby needs to do something and does so, puts it up, and that one goes out of court.
You just see Hobart Phoenix doing a really good job anytime Glenorchy get into some ball screen action. They just do a really good job of showing a crowd in the keyway. So I think Glenorchy going to have to hit a few more perimeter shots here to try and spread the defence out a little bit more on the half court.
So White bringing up the ball. Now gives it off to Howlett. Howlett. Now Boucher. Again from that top of the key. Try to go off glass. Banker's not open on Saturdays, fair to say, as Turner comes down the floor here now. That's Meredith. Now McShane. Now Gill back out on the floor. Good screen there by McShane. The pass going inside to Meredith was a good idea, but unfortunately too many black jerseys there. Now Brown with the fake to Boucher for 3 and rattles that one home. So Phoenix out to a margin here of 7. Played over just on 3 minutes here in the second quarter as Meredith tries to respond. Can't get that one to go. And now White to bring it down here for Hobart. So good moves here by White. Staying patient. Now Brown. Back to White. A bit of a two-man game operating. Nice move by Dom White. He drew the foul and will go to the line for one. Fouls on McShane. So Dom White continuing his form from the first quarter. Starting the second quarter like he did in the first.
I think I spoke earlier about that kind of last minute or so for Hobart Phoenix in the first quarter as being important, having a lot of starters on the bench, and I think now is a interesting time for Glenorchy with a fair few bench players in the court right now. They're going to have to try keep this thing under 10 points while they have some of their starters on the bench.
Gill with a tough drive and a tough make. That brings it back to 7. So Brown now goes to Howlett. Down screen option here for Boucher. Boucher goes for it. This long, Howlett with the board. Brown's got it back again. Here's White putting on some moves, goes over McShane, and that will be back court. So Cam Peritek coming into the game. Lewis Crennan come back into the game. Brody Turner having a rest. Dom White's going to have a rest after playing probably about 14, 15 minutes of this game so far.
Yeah, and great first 15 minutes or 14 minutes there by Dom White.
Phoenix Roby with a 3. So margin back to 4. Now Boucher. Brown for 3. Just flat. Boucher with the O board and the not the putback there. Gill with the rebound. Now Gill's got McShane in support or Meredith, but a foul on the play from Ferguson. No, he's going to call on Peritek. And timeout is going to be called, which sees Hobart still with a 4-point lead with 5.5 remaining in the second quarter.
I think on that last play, Ronnie, it's one thing for junior players really important to understand is when there's an offense player attacking like that and they're a little bit out of control, to just not bail them out, keep your hands out. And I felt like Jackson Gill was trying to do a little bit too much there with multiple defenders on him. And one thing you don't want to see from the defense is just reaching like that last second to, that just bails out and helps out the offense. So discipline on defense is really important.
I suppose you could nearly say the same thing, discipline on the transition too. Should he kind of retreat throughout, knowing that there's probably one too many opposition jerseys right there?
Yeah, I felt like on that play, definitely. Like just 2 or 3 defenders in front of him, no one else really on his team, there to provide some support. But yeah, definitely discipline across the board is really important. Making good decisions and then executing skill, a big part of not turning the ball over and not fouling as well.
So both teams coming back out onto the floor here. As Lewis Crennan will get us going. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. And so see if they can get this margin back to 2 or 1. As Gill, nice move inside, can't get that to go. Ferguson reels that one in. Back to Brown. So Brown putting on some moves now. Goes over Gill. And then now the foul will be on Howlett as Howlett tried to come over the top there on the rebound. And Glenorchy will get it back here. Substitutions once again. Lachlan McCaffrey coming back in. Will Ferguson coming in. Tom Ferguson having a rest. Joe McShane having a rest for the respective teams. And Felix Roby bringing the ball down the floor. So Gill. Now Roby. Roby for 3. Just short. And Brown able to pull that one in. Brown and Roby. Brown with a tough pass. Now Peritek for 3. Short. And then Howlett gets the O board. So shot clock at 8. Will Ferguson decides to go for it. He's been cold so far and can't get that to go.
That's the first real, decent look I think he's had at it. I think Glenorchy's done a good job early of doing a good job contesting shots. So that's really important to start a game like that on a shooter like Will Ferguson.
So Crennan making his way through. Needs to kick it out. No, he puts up a tough shot. And Ferguson with the rebound. So this margin has come to a bit of a standstill now points-wise as the backdoor play can't go there for Jack Howlett. We've come to a bit of a stalemate as far as shots drying up or points drying up, sorry, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Lewis, again, just trying to do a little bit too much on that last play. Just get the ball moving, get it through hands.
Phoenix Roby with the drive and nice finish there by the young lad. So margin back to 2, 4 remaining here in this second quarter. See Don White about to check back into the game. But Bennell having a few instructions for him. So Howlett now Boucher. Boucher inside to Brown. Good play. Can't get that. Ferguson with a tip. Couldn't get that to go. Brown can't get that to go. There'll be a bit of a game rust, I reckon, from Luke Brown here today. Now Gill down the upper end. And we keep on playing. No goaltend there.
Was that legal, Ronnie?
That was legal.
Yeah.
I just thought first word to come to my head there in the commentary thing.
Good chase down there by Cal Boucher.
Yes, it was. So Boucher for 3. Just hits iron there. And now Phoenix Road with the ball. So this game is certainly showing a few ups and downs here in this middle part of the second quarter. There's now McCaffrey with a one-hand runner. Can't get that to go. Peritek now with it. And too many white jerseys, so Peritek really needs to slow this down. That's a poor pass. Crennan here should get the 2. Rejected by Boucher. Good defensive play there by Callum Boucher. And now Phoenix, can they revive themselves here and just slow this one down here and get a bit of control in this game? So better movement there. So inside action here is Boucher. And lost the handle. So good defensive sequence. I thought better patience that time there, Nick, as some substitutions being made.
Yeah, I think your basketball's a game of mistakes. There's going to be mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever reduces the amount of mistakes is typically who wins. And I think some good defense, but I would say offensively, got to do a better job playing off 2 feet, making better decisions.
As Gill goes for 3, that missed everything. And White bringing it down now. Now Howlett. Here's Peritek. Ball just getting moved around here, so a bit more patience here, but not a whole lot of action. There's a lot of 5-out happening here, Nick, as White now works his way in, kicks it out. Peritek now goes baseline. Now White for 3. Peritek with the O board. Now Howlett this time for 3. Yes!
Glenorchy is struggling to keep him off the glass. Hobart Phoenix done a really good job getting on the glass, and yeah, that's something Glenorchy's going to have to clean up.
So Davey, now McCaffrey, working his way in. Now Roby goes for 3. Flat on that shot. Boucher with the rebound. Marching back out to 5. So they're in. Glenorchy are in arm's length here right now. They just, as you say, Nick, just got to do a better job defensively here and try to then convert down the other end.
Yep.
So Ferguson, now Boucher. Boucher with some moves. And then over Roby, and that one slides home.
A tough shot there. Pretty well contested, but yeah, that's what Cal Boucher's pretty good at doing.
Absolutely. Seen that enough. And a foul on the play. And it's going to be on Callum Boucher. So Mondi coming in for substitution. Who's coming off here? Is it going to be... Yeah, Phoenix Roby's going to have a breather.
So again, an important last minute here to go into the half. If you're Glenorchy, you want to try and keep it, to that 5 or 6 point margin. And can Hobart Phoenix, can they extend it out to double digits? Big minute coming up here.
Yes, can be a potential momentum changer. So margin back out to 5, 33-28. And again, a little bit of extended pressure here by the Spartans. Deflected by Crennan, but again, Boucher able to retrieve it. So ball getting moved around now here. So White, Howlett, goes baseline, kicks it out. Good work there by Mondi. So better defensive sequence there for the Spartans. And Matt Bettle's seen enough. He'll draw something up here. Use one of his timeouts. So 33-28 and 38.3 to go.
Yeah, I'd agree with what you just said there, Ronnie, about that last sequence for Glenorchy. Some really good things. You see a bit of extended pressure, really good rotations then in the half court to rotate, take away the corner 3. Good read there by Mondi off the ball, and big play coming up. See if Hobart can execute out of the timeout.
So yep, I wish we had a camera down there. I'd love to see what potentially could be drawn up, but I'm sure it'd be something for say Dom White or maybe Callum Boucher or.
Well, they got a lot of weapons. I'm gonna have a stab at it. Will Ferguson for 3.
Right.
Let's go corner. Where's the ball? Is it
baseline by the looks of it?
Yeah, right. I'm going to go Will Ferguson from 3.
Oh, now.
Around the wing. That's just a guess. I have no idea.
Oh, and of course, obviously, the biggest thing here for Glenorchy is they have to contain here and make sure they just communicate if on any switches as well too. So
definitely. Yeah, you don't want to give up anything on the rim here.
No let up here on this play if you can. So
there you go. Yeah. That's a pretty good prediction.
Very good prediction, Nick. Ball went out of bounds, so Glenorchy to get it back here. So Glenorchy have an opportunity here to bring this back within 3 or 2 here and see if they can just close that margin a little bit more closer.
That was actually a very good look out of the timeout. I think Glenorchy went into a zone there and got a bit lucky there that he missed.
So Mondi putting on moves. McCaffrey tries to go, split a couple. Now Gill splits through 2, gets his own board. That's nearly a good make off a tough drive to the bucket. And now final seconds here, so Mondi with good hands there. White for the Hail Mary.
Oh, no, foul.
And a foul. Now, that's, well, really, you don't want a foul in that situation. It's just, I think you want to let that one go and just let him shoot the Hail Mary.
And that's, again, just comes back to what we spoke about earlier about just discipline and don't bail him out, you know. Thought Mondi did a good job there of getting into the ball, but then as soon as he gets into that shot attempt, just let him shoot it. If he makes it, he makes it.
That's right. Yeah, I think you live with that one. You just walk it. You got to walk away from that going, okay. And makes the second. So obviously, he gets 3 free throws because he shot beyond there. He's shooting that one from North Hobart.
I thought that was Huonville that way. Mate.
Oh, yeah, we'll go. Yeah, Huonville. So used to saying Huonville on another coverage. As McCaffrey tried to throw one up himself, but that got deflected. So halftime sees Hobart up by 7, 35-28. Second half action about to begin here from the Kingborough Sports Centre. Ron Riggs, Nick Martin with you here in commentary. And it's been an entertaining first half, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you're Hobart Phoenix, quite happy to be going into the third quarter. But like I've heard Mark Radford, who's our state head coach, say many times, it's the most irrelevant thing in sport is the halftime score. So we'll see what happens here in the second half.
Absolutely. Glenorchy to restart here, and we are underway. So the ball here with Phoenix Roby. Now off to Davey. Now in turn to McCaffrey for 3. That would have been a nice start to the quarter. Gill with the hook, that missed everything. So White, you're thinking about Ferguson up the other end, but turned that one down and it was a good option. So they just slow this one down here. White, now Ferguson to his cousin in Will Ferguson. Now Boucher. Boucher for 3. That looks, it looked all right, but missed on the left iron there. As McCaffrey comes down the floor here now with numbers in support. Roby get rejected by Ferguson. Ball goes out of court, and that will go back to Glenorchy. No, we'll go to Phoenix. Okay.
Okay, didn't see that one.
Yeah, that one went. I felt like that went pretty quick. But anyway, and that's back. Yep. Spot on. Backcourt violation, so Glenorchy to get it back. So I'll be interested to see here, Nick, how both teams, come out here in these first couple of minutes and see how they respond from the halftime break.
Definitely. See what adjustments they make here in the second half.
So Crennan has to kick it. Roby goes for 3 and does everything but go in. Now Boucher with the rebound, then White. So now Howlett bringing it up the floor here. Ferguson for a deep 2. Can't get that to go. Gill gets the board. Now McCaffrey coming down the floor here now. Gets through a couple. Goes himself. Rejected by Ferguson and Boucher. And they lost the ball out of that possession.
Just got to play off 2 there when you drive into the keyway. Particularly, that play's got multiple defenders. Play off 2. Read the shot's not on. Let's kick it out.
So Howlett bringing it down floor to Ferguson. Now White, hand off here, Ferguson to Ferguson. And goes to Boucher, somehow miraculously reeled that in, draws the foul and will go to the line for 2. How he reeled that one in is beyond me, but he has got some long arms.
Yes, yeah. Got a little bit lucky there. Interesting pass and somehow got through the gap and somehow caught it.
So I felt like that one, Nick, they just rushed there a little bit on that play and weren't in sync. So hence why, as you say, lucky break there.
Yeah, definitely.
So Boucher made the first. Makes the second. We're out to 9 points now here. So Ball down the floor quickly. Crennan with the spin, but he travelled in the process.
Refs are right on it, not missing much here, which is good to see.
They certainly are. Referees, of course, Andrew Johnson and Connor Westwood on this one today. And both done a good job as well, too, throughout, along with all our referees today as well, too. Big part of our game, I should mention.
Definitely. All the games I've watched so far, I haven't really haven't seen many questionable calls, and I think for the most part have all done a really good job, which is great to see.
No, absolutely. So Glenorchy down with the ball here. Davey now back out to Gill. Gill puts it to the floor, spins into traffic, and a foul there. I'm interested to see who this is on. It's going to be on Jack Howlett.
Yeah, I think he just drops his arms there. Jack did and grabbed him. And just again, another example of had defended the initial part of the action well. And, if you Glenorchy are preferring, I prefer Jackson to get the ball moving there, get it to the second side. But if you're Hobart, you don't want to be bailing him out there on that drive.
That's right. Can't get the second. So 0 from 2 on that trip to the line. So White, now Howlett, Luke Brown and Harry Featherstone looking to check back into this game as Boucher again with a move and then puts it up and gets it to go. So now some extended pressure here by Hobart. So Roby, now McCaffrey, back to Roby. They break that extended pressure. Ball got deflected, so Glenorchy to get it back.
And this is uncharted waters for Glenorchy right now, down 11. Hasn't happened to them all season long, so be interesting to see how they respond to it.
So Roby with it. Now to Crennan. Can't get that to go. And then ball gets deflected. Now, yeah, it's saying that, just following up on your point, Nick, is this the right, I suppose there's no right time or wrong time, really, when these situations happen. It's just, there's this challenge presented to you now, and now see what you can do.
Yeah, exactly. And, I feel like Glenorchy definitely have enough experience on their roster to be able to, play the right way and continue to give themselves a chance come the fourth quarter. But if they're going to keep giving up offensive rebounds like that, it's going to be tough for them.
Absolutely. 13 points. It's out to now biggest lead we've seen so far in the game. And really, Glenorchy need to get a bit of a wriggle on here and try to make something out of it here in this next 6.5 minutes. Phoenix Roby working his way, puts up a tough shot, can't get that to go. White reels in the board. Now White has Ferguson in support, use him now, and just short. Roby there did well on the rebound. Good screen by Crennan. As Roby comes up the floor. So Roby kicks out. Turner for 3. That's flat. Boucher with the rebound. So we just seem to be going up, down here at the moment. Not ideal, and that's a foul. So, there's a couple of substitutions being made here for Glenorchy with McShane and Mondi coming back in. But yeah, just when you're going up and down, do you feel like sometimes as a coach, do you go, oh, do I give it another possession, or do I burn a timeout to say, come on, we need to get back, don't run away from structure?
Yeah, I think if you're Glenorchy and if you're Daniel Saville here, probably another score or two, and you're definitely going to be calling a timeout.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just communicate on the sideline, I guess, coaching the run, and let the players know what next play, what do we want to get done.
So Roby, now Featherstone, here's Turner, good on ball there, looking for the roll. Now McShane open for 3, can't get that to go. Brown with the rebound. Ferguson off and running. McShane is there, good hands by McShane. And Matt Bettle just telling Will Ferguson just to settle down. That's a good defensive play there by Joe McShane.
I think for as well as the team's playing, Will's had a tough one so far. He hasn't hit many shots, and I'm sure he's a little bit frustrated, but I'm sure he's going to keep his head considering how well his team's going.
Absolutely. Luke Brown with a nice hook shot there, going off the baseline there. So Roby coming down the floor. Again, a little bit of extended pressure. Turner now Featherstone. Back to McShane. McShane thinking about it. Has to kick it out. Mondi puts it to the floor. Tough runner. Gets his own rebound and makes no mistake on the second one.
And you see, Hobart Phoenix are basically going under every single on-ball screen that Glenorchy set.
Good work there by Mondi. And number 2. That's 4 Sip. And Matt Bettle's seen enough. He'll call timeout here. And margin is back with 2-11. 43 playing 32. And Nick, I'm not. Sorry, I cut you off there, yeah, with your point.
Yeah, I think good time out there by Matt Bennell. And I think how Hobart have got up is it's become very much a half-court game, and they're doing a really good job on their scout and going underneath screens and being really short on closeouts for certain players. So I think really good time out there to sense that, 4 quick points, Glenorchy with, quick steal, and if Glenorchy can get out and run here a little bit, that's going to really just make life a lot easier for them in the half court. If they can get themselves a few easy ones and feel good about themselves, then if they keep going underneath those screens, I'm sure they're going to be a lot more confident taking those perimeter shots.
Just wondering what Glenorchy can come out of this timeout now. That obviously just, good timeout, as we say, just kills a tad of momentum, but can they keep their momentum coming out of the time?
Yeah, I think so. I think you'll find Glenorchy will probably go into some sort of disruptive defense again. So whether it's 2-2-1 or a 1-2-2, probably back to a man or maybe even a trap in the half court. Say, I wouldn't be surprised to see that from Glenorchy here.
All right, both teams coming back out onto the floor. And Phoenix to restart here. So after a quick little 4-step run, see how both teams react coming out of here. So Glenorchy with their extended pressure. And nearly there from Joe McShane. And that's an offensive foul. And again, players need to keep their emotions in check, because otherwise things can go the other way.
And I don't know, from your angle, Ronnie, we're basically sitting next to each other, but from my angle, maybe there was a little bit of exaggerating. But for the most part, I thought Phoenix Roby read it quite well there and did a good job taking that contact on the chest.
He did. I think there was enough there to say, well, as the ball goes inside to Turner, and another 2 there, so marching back to 9. I tend to agree with what you're saying there, Nick. I think there was a little bit of exaggeration, but I think enough to get that a call in this game so far. Backdoor play, Ferguson to break the run, and there we go. So after a bit of a 6-8-0 run by Glenorchy, Hobart come back with a 2 of their own. So Will Ferguson to hopefully get a cheapie here, and
this might get him going, this play here.
And that one flatly goes down. So marching back out to 12, 46-34. So again, Hobart really extending their pressure. Turner retreats out. Now Featherstone. Turner open. Can't get that to go. Good hands by McShane. Featherstone puts it up. Can't get off glass. And then the ball fighting around. Brown to Ferguson. And Ferguson gets that one. So good transition there by Hobart Phoenix. And now McShane. Now Mondi.
I think Will read that quite well, that last play. And
he certainly did.
At the top of the 3-point line on defense. And as soon as his team got it, he was quickly heading the other way.
Phoenix Roby with the mid-range J. And again, some extended, good pressure here by McShane, and Dom White having to do everything to get rid of that. And then good cut by Will Ferguson. Just made his play go the other way, and then the quick turn there on the curl. So good entertaining both ends of the floor here. Roby for another 2. Carr gets his own board. Kicks out. Mondi looks to work his way. Now that's a blocking foul called. And looks like something going on here.
Well, if you're Hobart Phoenix, you got to just calm down.
Yeah.
Like you got a 14-point lead. Momentum for the most part, if not going your way, it's it's in the balance right now. The worst thing that could happen is you lose your head.
Absolutely.
Get a tech foul, and then that can just swing the game.
Yes, and that's why we just say keep your emotions in check. Now, Boucher has been able to do that, gets a stop, now goes up and throws it down. A squeaky clean dunk by Callum Boucher. That's the way to respond back.
Yep.
Let your basketball do the talking. Bondi working his way through, and that's definitely a foul on Will Ferguson.
Yep.
Bondi to go to the line for 2.
And I feel like there's a good job here by Don White, just getting the team in a huddle, just to tell them to relax and calm down.
And the other thing too, Nick, we've got a big crowd, we've got a nice crowd here today. We've got supporters on both sides. They're going to make some noise and, try to do everything, when you had those wild situations happen, they'll just try to rev things up. So it's really important that you've got to keep your head in check.
Yeah, definitely. Just don't get too high, don't get too low. Just you want to be as neutral as you possibly can with your emotions.
So Brown, now Ferguson. White wants it. He gets it now. White putting on some moves, goes all the way. Great drive by Don White. So margin out to 16 here. 2 minutes, about 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Roby has to get it. Mondi puts it to the floor, finds a gap, and then a foul on the play. And it's on Will Ferguson.
I still just feel Hobart just too overt in their reaction to every call that's being made, right? For a team that's up 16, just relax.
I think sometimes the biggest thing here, sometimes you got to tell your team just to settle and let things do the talking. I was going to say like that, but Will Ferguson missed a 2. This Roby comes down the floor here. Roby putting on some skates. Now, Meredith for 3. Can't get that to go. McShane and Boucher try to get that one. Then ball went out to White. Now Ferguson. And, ooh, that's interesting. But anyway, I don't think it's fair. Brown, Boucher to Brown, but that was never on. So, Coach Matt Bennell just telling these boys to go back here for this last 90 seconds. Now Crennan. Here's Roby. Roby for 3. Yes. Phoenix Roby with a 3. Brings it back to 12. See what happens here. So again, Glenorchy getting caught out here on the transition. Good defensive play by Phoenix Roby though. A falcon from Luke Brown. And then Ferguson, now Roby. A bit of comedy of errors here.
A bit of sloppy basketball.
Yes.
For the last 10 seconds.
I was going to say, we're not on the streets. We're here at the Kingborough Sports Centre, and we're in the grand final. Mondi for 3. Apparently the bank is open on a Saturday, and he gets that one to go.
Yeah, it opens a little bit later in the afternoon.
It does. 9 points is our margin here. So White, Smitty slips, and now, of course, there's no decal here besides all the lines. So Boucher for 3. That rattled out. Mondi with the rebound. Can Glenorchy get a quick 2 here? Good 2-man game, but then Mondi lost it. It's good transition. Substitutions coming in here for both teams. Jack Howlett coming in. Jackson Gill and Lachlan McCaffrey coming in. Roby McShane come out. And Will Ferguson coming out to the other side of the bench.
I'm sure they will have good awareness here, Hobart Phoenix. Want to hold on. Make sure you have the last shot here of the quarter.
Good. Again, a good little bit of pressure here. White. So Brown slows this one down. Mondi coming in quick. Good hands there by Glenorchy. Now, can Mondi get this off in time? Rejected by White on the buzzer. And that is a massive play to end the third quarter. 9 points is our margin as we set up for a good final quarter coming your way here. And it's Glenorchy 45, Hobart 54. All right, final quarter just about to get underway here. In this one, 9 points is the margin in favour of Hobart Phoenix, and an entertaining finish to the final quarter. It kind of had a bit of everything there, Nick.
Yeah, definitely, and it's what you wanted to find. It was a pretty tense game and some emotion there in the third quarter for sure. So, yeah, I think we're set for a really exciting last 10 minutes here.
Absolutely. And this margin is back to 9, so Glenorchy probably need to get stops defensively here and then convert down the other end and quickly apply some scoreboard pressure as we get underway here in this last quarter. As Boucher works his way in, Mondi doing everything trying to get that ball off Callum Boucher's hands. Brown to Howlett. Howlett now drives. He's stuck, has to go to Brown. Brown going baseline. Good defensive play by the Spartans. Now they're off and running. McCaffrey doesn't have many numbers in support. Has to have to wait for the troops to come back. Gill with the fake from the elbow and missed everything. So White with the rebound as we come down the floor. So Howlett. Howlett looking inside. It has to go to White. Now Ferguson. Brown for 3. And that's off. And the Glenorchy bench trying to do their part down there. Encouraging the boys on the court. McCaffrey now. Crennan into Mondi. Mondi goes for it and gets it to go. And that's the score that they needed to kickstart this last quarter, Nick.
Yeah, and you got to do that if you're Mondi, and if you're going to keep them honest. They're going on those screens, so you've got to be able to knock down a few to try and force them to make an adjustment. And
a hand check foul here, or body check really, on Lewis Crennan, just riding the hip all the way through on that possession. He's on 4 fouls as well too, so one more here and he'll be out of the game. So White. Good pressure by Mondi. Now Brown. Here's Boucher. Top of the key. Nice move. Oh, and throws it down! Callum Boucher! What a play! So Mondi, how will Glenorchy respond out of that one? McCaffrey for 3 as Shaw gets his own board and then good hustle and draws the foul there, but really inexcusable to let that lane open for Callum Boucher to throw that one down this end of the floor.
Yeah. Good drive and obviously great explosiveness there by Callum Boucher.
So McCaffrey at the line, misses the first. This one to bring it within 7. And does, so 7 is the margin. 56-49 here. As we are set for a ripper here. Gill, try to give that one to McCaffrey. Should have kept going, really. And Glenorchy get it back, though. As Daniel Saville has to get the ball for the refs.
It's good hustle there by Daniel.
Yes, and of course he plays in the senior league on a Wednesday night as well too, Nick.
Yes.
And does do puts his body on the line throughout most of the game. So McCaffrey. Now Crennan. Good give to Gill. Can't get the tip to go from Crennan, but good play there by the Spartans there. So Brown working his way through. Good hands by Mondi, but again,
those Lions again.
It's one of the most unique venues we've ever broadcast from in regards to any basketball game we've covered on any level. It's always tough for visiting teams to come here and play on these courts as well too, as we've seen in the past.
Are the Lions clearer in Queenstown, Ronnie?
Yes.
The courts there?
Yep,
yes.
My word, they are, mate.
Yes, just what I'd check.
We don't have that many sports there, mate, I can guarantee you. Meanwhile, back to the ball game. Boucher works his way through, good spin, and then nearly a good finish there, but couldn't get that to go. Gill has to slow it down here. Gill kind of using his pace well, but again, he misses that layup as well too. As White now foul on the play. Crowd don't like it, but there was a bit of a reach there. It's going to be on Gill.
And if you're Hobart, you want Jackson Gill to be trying to make plays, which that's what he's done the first few minutes. So if you want anyone to try and beat you, if you're Hobart Phoenix, you probably want that to be Jackson Gill.
Absolutely. So Ferguson can put it to the floor. Howlett now White looking for that gap. Now Ferguson open and gets it to go.
A few easy layups in the third quarter, and that just does, a world of good for your confidence. And
Absolutely.
now he's feeling pretty good about himself.
Yeah, he does. Now he's really up and in. So again, shots like that can be also good for players. McCaffrey with the response, not there. Gill with the O board and gets it to go. He'll go to line for one. And a margin back to 8 currently.
And that's the kind of play like where Jackson's really good. He's really good, get on the glass, and that's his game. And I talked before about, if you're Hobart, you want him to be putting the ball on the floor. It's understanding what your role is and what you're good at. And that's something he's good at is getting on the O glass and finishing around the hoop.
And Gill can't get it to go. Boucher gets that one. So margin at 8 here with about 6:40 remaining. Now Ferguson. Good defensive play by McCaffrey. Turner gets himself to the floor. Can't. Oh, sorry, that's Davey. Apologies there. So now Howlett. Now back to Boucher. Shot clock at 4. Boucher, tough shot. Can't get the roll to go. The rims have been very friendly throughout the week in the grand finals here at the Kingborough Sports Centre. So Davey. Now McCaffrey. On the top of the key. And that one rattles out. McShane with the O board. They tiptoe that baseline a lot, but a foul's been called on Ferguson and Glenorchy to get it on the baseline.
It's going to be interesting to see, Ronnie, the last 6 minutes, who's going to step up for both teams, who can get them a bucket when they need one.
So, Roby. Now Gill. Roby from the corner. It's good. So margin back to 5. The Glenorchy crowd up and about here.
Right on cue there. Phoenix Roby's going, all right, I'll be that man for Glenorchy. Good to see.
And if we get a quick stoppage, we'll have a quick chat about that young man because he's certainly showed good improvement and now playing in the senior league as well too. Ferguson nearly lost a handle. Now White in a bit of trouble. Tough shot and a good make there. 61-54, back to 7. This is going to be entertaining last few minutes here. Ball gets kicked out. McCaffrey from Huonville is short. Gill with the O board. Nice move. Can't get it to go. Davey with the O board and the putback. That will do his confidence pretty well. Margin back to 5.
There we go. Last 5 minutes, close game. It's what we want.
Absolutely. This is the one we've been waiting for throughout the afternoon, folks. There have been other good finals as well too, but this has been the main one that we've been waiting for. Ferguson open. Bank is certainly not open for him. Davey with the board. Now Roby coming down the floor here. See what we do in this situation. Roby finds the gap, goes himself, can't get it to go. Davey with the O board. McShane drives, kicks it. Roby for 3. Just can't get that one to go. McCaffrey with a tip. Back to a 3-point ball game.
Let's see how does Hobart Phoenix respond here.
So Ferguson puts it to the floor, kicks it out. Howlett for 3. Just long. Ferguson with the O board. Now Boucher. Thought about it, turned it down. Now Boucher to get it back. Boucher working his way in. Off glass, can't get that one to go. Good defense by Glenorchy. McCaffrey nearly lost it, but recovered it, and here we go. So McShane, now Davey, in turn Gill. Patience here is needed by both teams really in these situations. And turnover there. So White coming down the floor here now. Just near on 3.5 remaining here in this last quarter. So Boucher. Ferguson. A little look inside. Good defensive play there. Poor execution on the pass. McShane goes, well, some miraculous up and under, which, yeah, and a foul being called there, but I never thought that was the right look to take.
Missed opportunity there. I felt like Glenorchy could have I felt they had a really good opportunity there to get themselves an easy 2, and still in a really good spot though. 3 minutes to go. Back to a 3-point game.
So Crennan and Mondi are back in, and Luke Brown coming in as well too. So Will Ferguson's going to have a, well, you'd assume have a quick break here, I think.
Yep.
So Howlett. Oh, nearly lost the ball on that one. White, who's had a very good game so far. Boucher, again, good double team. Mondi, good pressure there. And Ferguson for 3, can't get it to go. White with the O-board. Howlett is open and makes no mistake about it and gets it to go. Timely basket there. McCaffrey for the response, just rattled out. And now the board here with Brown. And now White, now Boucher. Boucher finds the opening. Foul on the play. Phoenix Roby will claim it. So margin back out to 60. 2.5 here to play.
Yeah, and I think if you're Hobart, you want to get the ball through hands, try to get a really good hook here. It's going to put you in a really good spot going into the last 2 minutes.
Okay, so White, again, lost the handle. And last touch by Phoenix. So Glenorchy to get it back here. So really they've got to capitalise on this possession. So we'll see what they come down with here. 2:24 remaining. So now Davey. It's Mondi. So now back to Mondi here. Mondi. Again, patience here. Lucas Davey for the unlikely 3. That was an interesting look, to say the least.
Again, it's like, well, who do you want taking shots? If you're Hobart Phoenix, you're okay with that. If you're Glenorchy, you want to try and get someone else taking that look.
So Brown. Now Howlett. Howlett, tough shot. Brown with the O-board. And can't get that to go. And foul on the play. That will be on Luke Brown.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. Luke hasn't played a game for a while.
No.
He's just a little bit rusty out there. Really good look there for him. But, yeah, normally one he would finish quite well.
Absolutely. Yes, he injured. I think he injured himself. I think it was back in the first couple of weeks of the junior season.
Yes. So it's probably he's probably been out for 8-9 weeks without a game. So yeah, I feel like he would have only had maybe two games under his belt, something like that.
Absolutely. So yes, the rust is definitely shown, but still a big in. Considering the circumstances today.
Definitely. Someone if you're Glenorchy, it's an extra weapon that you just got to think about. And Luke Brown's game, for the most part, it's just like hard work and keeping him off the glass. So, by having him out there, it makes it harder for Glenorchy because they just got to draw. He just draws more attention when it comes to rebounding and stuff like that, which makes life for guys like Cal Boucher and Dom White and guys like that, makes life for them just that little bit easier.
And just quickly, I did mention it. Phoenix Roby's progression has come a long way. We're now seeing him in senior basketball. We see him on a Wednesday night here playing with the Spartans in Div 1.
Yep.
And certainly his game has gone up
definitely
to another level.
And he's just a result of the work he puts in, and he just works incredibly hard. And still bottom age 18, so still a lot of good things to come in the next few years for Phoenix.
Absolutely. So 100 seconds to play here. Term number 4. Glenorchy really need a score on this possession. Can we find one here? Crennan thought about it. Mondi splits for a couple. Now Roby goes baseline and drew the foul. And again, just a bit of overzealous on the reaction there by the boys. They just, again, keep cool, keep you cool. And Phoenix Roby will go to the line for 2.
I felt like he got him. Is that what you saw? I felt like he got him on the arm.
Yeah, he got him.
I don't know how you can argue with that, to be honest. But again, just the emotion of a final. Good to see that, but it's just got to control it the right way.
That's absolutely. Yes, you get to the pinnacle of the year, and sometimes the emotions can run too high. As Phoenix Roby gets that one, so back to 5 here. So within 2 shots. See what Phoenix do on this possession. So Dom White Gets the on ball there. White working his way through. Needs to look for an option. Goes to Ferguson. In term Howlett. Howlett putting it to the floor. Found an opening, and he drew a foul. And will go to line for 2.
Good drive there by Jack. I think he's given them really good minutes here. The last, down the stretch, and doing some really good things.
So Will Ferguson coming in for Tom Ferguson. Lucas Davey coming out, and I'm just trying to see who came back in. Was that Jackson Gill? Yeah. Jackson Gill has come back into the ball game. Minute 3 remaining. Important free throws here for Jack Howell as the referees come into some discussion. Not sure what that is about, but we'll digress and see if we can get onto these free throws. And makes first. Margin back out to 5 or 6. Haven't seen that scoreboard update yet. Here we go. Margin at 6, 60 to 66. A minute remaining here. So Glenorchy need a score here. Maybe a quick 2 potentially, or they'll go for a 3. But a quick 2 would be, well, no, they're going to go for the 3. Lewis Credden with the 3. We're back to a 3-point ball game.
Big shot.
46.8 remaining.
Big shot, but plenty of time left here. 47 seconds left. Needed that score. But now it's just, there's not as much pressure on them, this particular play to foul or anything like that. They can just get a good defensive possession, get a stop, and they're going to have another crack at it.
So Boucher coming down the floor here now. Again, good pressure by Roby. Again, White trying to look for something. Good backdoor play. Will Ferguson with a 2. Great work there by Hobart Phoenix. Now to extend the pressure here a little bit. So Mondi splitting through a couple quick. Tough shot. Can't get that to go. Boucher with the rebound. Now Glenorchy need a foul, as you say, Nick, and there we go. 16.3 should send Dom White to the line.
Yeah, good offense there, that last play by Hobart Phoenix. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, just getting beat on a pretty simple back cut. And that could be all she writes. We'll see.
It's a miss. So we'll see what happens on this one. No, misses the second. And the O board, that is crucial for Hobart there. So now they've got a foul again here, you'd think. Yep.
And Glenorchy again giving up an O board, and that's kind of been an Achilles heel for them in this game. And but obviously credit as well to Hobart Phoenix have crashed the glass
absolutely
really hard. And
so Callum Boucher at the line. And that one does the lap of honour and goes in. So marching out to 6 makes things tough with 9.8 remaining. Second one's good. Yep, so timeout here. So obviously a 3 and then foul.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, Nick. Yeah. So obviously the ball will be advanced, of course.
Yep.
And then, so Daniel's got the board out, so he's obviously drawing something up which should lead to a 3. It'd have to be, you can't muck around too much in these situations, of course, Nick.
Yeah, no, it's just got to be a really quick one. Get up defensively and try and get a steal if you can, obviously, on the inbounds pass, but if not, you're just going to have to foul, just stop the clock. But 7 points, 10 seconds, going to be pretty tough here. But, good opportunity to get some practice, have an execute out of a timeout, which definitely, obviously this is an important game in a final, but there's obviously state champions a few weeks,
Absolutely.
down the road. So these experiences for both teams is going to be really important and really valuable for them.
Absolutely. The state under-16, under-18 championships will be October 6 and 7 at the Hobart Sports Centre in Launceston. And of course, all the state championships are held during the school holidays for this year. All right, let's see what happens out this time out here. So Crennan now needs to put it up and gets it to go. 5.1 remaining, so back to 4. They need a... Yep, and there's the foul, so... at least, about 1.5 got chewed off there.
Yeah.
So down the other end we go, as we'll just play this one out through the motions.
Yeah. No, just, ended up being an okay look there for Wilson. He obviously hit it, but just too much time got chewed off the clock there.
And that's pretty much game right there. So Hobart Phoenix doing a great job today by taking this one out. And again, both teams put on a good show as well too. Been a good game. So he knocks down to second. So final seconds here. And this one will go up as Phoenix Roby puts up a tough look. But in the end, Hobart Phoenix get the job done and take out the grand final. They win by 6, 72-66. Nick Martin, some final thoughts before we go off the air.
Yeah, obviously credit to Hobart Phoenix. Really, really from the get-go, led from the front. And Glenorchy were put in a position which they haven't been in much, throughout the season, being down. And I thought they did a good job of fighting back to, make a game of it and make it interesting there at the end. But, yeah, full credit goes to Hobart Phoenix today.
My thanks to Nick Martin for dropping in on expert comments, and also to Glenn Fairfield, who covered the first couple of games with me as well too. So on behalf of Glenn Fairfield, Nick Martin, I'm Ronnel Riggs. It's been another production of the West Coast Ball Connection, and we'll see you next time.